As any parent will tell you, diapers are expensive. Newborns can go through a dozen in a single day, and those costs can add up, especially for moms struggling to make ends meet. It's something my next guest understands very well. She provides free diapers to moms who need them, and that makes her a rad human. Please welcome Corey Smith, the founder of Sweet Cheeks Diaper Ministry, y'all. Okay, Corey, first of all, I love the name. Sweet Cheeks Diapers Ministry. That's amazing. And this was born out of your own experience, right? Can you tell us what happened?
Yes, Kelly. So when I was pregnant, I was diagnosed with HG, which is an extreme form of morning sickness. It's much worse than that. Morning sickness make it sound really good. But I was on bed rest for pretty much my entire pregnancy. And while I was on bed rest, I lost my job because I was sick too much. And then shortly after giving birth, my husband lost his job. So here we are, we're newborn baby, and we didn't have everything we needed to take care of our child. So I started researching other safety net programs and federal programs to try to see if we could get any help. And we could get help with just about everything we needed except diapers. And as you know, diapers is one of the most expensive things you'll ever purchase for a child. So when I started back working and got back on my feet, I started Sweet Cheeks Diaper Ministry because I didn't want any mother to feel stressed by not being able to provide for their child. And the name came about when I started my organization. My friends and I were brainstorming what to name the organization, and my daughter was running around the house without her diaper on, and my friend goes, "Oh my God, look at her sweet little cheeks," and we all just stopped and was like, "Oh my God, that's the name, Sweet Cheeks."
I think it's great. It's so memorable, and it's amazing what you're doing for people. How important do you feel like programs like these are?
What people don't know, diaper need is a jobs, education, and health issue. Programs like this are needed because there are no federal programs to help with diaper need. And diapers are just as important as food and clothing. And 1 in 3 families struggle to provide those needs for their children, which means they can't go to daycare. If a child can't go to daycare, the mother or father can't go to work, they can't go to school, and this just repeats the cycle of poverty in our community. And Kelly, as you know, by having kids, children can go to 8 to 12 diapers a day, and the longer a child sits in a diaper, the more they cry, and that's where the health issue comes in, that they can get UTIs, they can get extreme diaper rash, and also they can get abused because parents are taking that frustration of a crying baby out on the baby. So that's where we come in to provide that gap that they're experiencing in diaper need.
Man, absolutely. Yeah, that's quite the domino effect, you know? And that just, oh, I just went back to having a baby with diaper. I was like, whoa, get me out of here. Not today, Satan. I was like, and I assume the pandemic obviously didn't make any of, these people with these problems, it didn't make anything easier.
Absolutely not, Kelly. The pandemic made an already tough situation even worse. I don't know if you remember right at the start of the pandemic last year when everybody was rushing to the stores, getting up like all the food, all the tissue, and they were also getting all the diapers. So for our families who were already struggling to provide diapers, they couldn't even find them in the stores, even if they had the money. And before the pandemic, we were serving 50 to 100 families per month. And now we're serving 300 to 500 families a month. And we started with just diapers, and now we're distributing diapers, formula, feminine hygiene products, because the need just kept growing and growing. And I remember one family that she came early, like 4 o'clock in the morning. Our distribution then starts at 10 a.m. And she was just crying and telling us how thankful she is. She was a grandmother taking care of 7 of her grandchildren. All of them were in diapers. And she just touched me. Like, it was just a heartbreaking moment because I know how she feels. And I only have one child. And she was just so grateful. And that's just one of the stories. We hear tons of stories. We have families who come through without transportation. So we have multiple families in one car. We have families, they can't afford car seats. So we have cars just filled with children because their families can't afford car seats, nor can they afford diapers. So the different families that come through is heartbreaking, but that's why I do what I do.
I mean, that's got to be everything you just said. Having to see that all the time has got to wear on your heart, because you just know the need that's out there. And also what is great about you being on this show is that people get to see maybe that's not happening where they are. They don't know that's happening, and it's obviously happening. So, now more people can help. One of the moms she's helped is Alondra, who's joining us now. She has 2 children in diapers, including a 3-month-old. So, Alondra, I'm praying for you right now because the 3-month-old is no joke. I know you are
Right.
tired right now, so thank you for taking the time. How
Thank
did you find yourself in the position that you needed to find some diapers for your kids? How did you get in this situation?
Well, I found out I was pregnant right when COVID started. And due to me making over the limit, I wasn't able to receive certain funds because apparently I make too much money. So I was in a need, and I had actually experienced postpartum as well. And so I was going through all that at one time, and I had no idea how I was going to get Pampers. And so I ended up finding out about Sweet Cheek Ministries through resources. And I was so glad I was able to find out about it because I didn't even know what was going to happen at that point.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine a global pandemic happening and finding out I'm pregnant.
Right.
Like that would have done me in, I think. It's already been a hard enough time for all the other reasons like mental health, emotional health, like everything, to add, that on top of it. And, you were talking about postpartum. A lot of moms experience that, not
Right.
in a global pandemic. So I can only imagine on top of it. I'm so sorry. That's just a lot to put on one heart and one human. Did you ever have to ration diapers? Because I know that Corey told us that people have to do that often.
Yes, I actually had to. It was horrible. I was in tears. I was screaming. I was like, why is this happening? Like, I thought it was unfair. I was like, I need to find out what I could do to get some help because, every corner I was turning, they were telling me I was making too much money to get assistance. And I was like $200 under the limit. So for me to be able to find out about Sweet Cheeks, it was great. It was awesome. And I actually started telling different people about it as well.
Yeah, I can imagine how helpful it would be. That's some helpful information for a lot of people. Well, Alondra, you want to say anything to Corey?
Thank you so much. I'm trying not to bust out crying, but I just want to thank you so much. I appreciate it. Like I said, I've been telling everybody about Sweet Cheeks. So yeah, me and Savannah want to thank you so much for helping us get through this pandemic and get through this time because that postpartum is people just don't understand how that affects the mother, not only the children, but it affects the mother as well.
100%. I know a lot of women that have suffered from postpartum, and it's actually, people don't talk about it, but it's actually very common. And it's a very natural thing. Your body just goes through this traumatic thing. I know people are like, oh, well, women have babies all the time. It doesn't take away the trauma to your body. That's a big thing that happens to us, especially in such an emotional environment that is a global pandemic. Well, Corey and Alondra, I have some good news to share with you both. Believe Diapers is the first diaper brand with a true one-for-one diaper matching model. So they donate the same quality Believe diaper to a U.S. family in need for every one diaper that someone buys. And they help the planet as well. So that's kind of cool. Their diapers are sourced from sustainable bamboo. So it's soft and comfy for your baby and also kind to the planet. Alondra, they want to support you. So they're going to give you $5,000 just to help you out right now with what you're going through.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's
Thank
okay.
you so much.
No, I'm crying. Everything's fine. No, that's okay. I know that things are tight, and like I wish I could do something for the postpartum thing, but honestly, that's a whole thing of making sure you're networking and having some friends around to get it out and making sure you take some time for yourself. That's important, all right?
I will.
That's not all though. They're actually donating 20,000 of their diapers to Sweet Cheeks to help
my
out
God.
all those families in need, all right?
Thank you.
No, I love you ladies. And like I said, I'm glad. I know it's a hard thing to talk about, Alondra, but a lot of women suffer from postpartum, and it's super common. And I think we need to break that just that barrier that people think that it's such a rarity. It's a very normal thing that happens. So just like I said, make sure you're getting some me time, all right?
Right. Thank
All right.
you so much.
And I will put you in my prayers, extra prayers.